Administrator, you all right? Are you hurt? I'm glad you're all right. I'm unhurt, but we're very close to the hub base. Once we reach the place, we'll meet with Director Chin and talk about the situation on the field. Seems far more severe than our earlier estimates. I actually hoped for a gentler reception than... Director Chin has always kept the hub base in good order. If things go according to plan, she would have made transport arrangements to take us to the sarcophagus. The entire valley has been devastated. Things probably won't be any better at the base. I hope for the safety of our people. The hub still isn't picking up our calls. We need to hurry. This rope looks sturdy. Some of the survivors probably left it here. That is an anchor. Anchors are capable of creating more angeloi. A major threat to those living in the wilderness of Talos 2. We must find the survivors. The situation is worse than what we expected. The control tower is the most secure place in this area. Any survivor would probably seek shelter there. Maybe that's where we could find Director Chin. Seize the advantage!
Combo attack ready. This should blast you up! Take them down!
You're more eager for battle than I remembered.
Second chance.
Supervisor Perlica, you arrived at just the right time. Our temporary defenses have been breached. If you weren't here...
And I'm glad that you're all right, Director Chin. I believe you have a sitrep for me.
Yes, an anchor fell right into the base. The thing won't stop spawning the angeloi. We've sent all our injured personnel to the control tower. There are just too many angeloi, and they'll overrun our security division eventually.
We must find a way to stop the anchor. But a direct assault might be too difficult.
Supervisor Perlica, may I ask who this one...
Ah, of course. This is our administrator.
Administrator? Are we talking about the administrator? Famous? Yes, famous indeed. Having you here with us is great news. We were only expecting Supervisor Perlica.
Director Chin, do we have any news about the missing personnel? How many of our people are outside the base?
It's hard to say. The angeloi just kept attacking. Security Division can only maintain a limited security perimeter.
There's a crisis on our hands. I suggest we delay our earlier arrangements, Administrator. Good, Administrator. I knew you would say that. Director Chin, we'll handle the hostiles in the base and direct any of your missing staff to the control tower for safety.
Wonderful. Your help will set my mind at ease. Good luck.
By the way, I'm not seeing Mr. Andre anywhere. Where is he right now?
Oh, that silly old man! He went off trying to be a hero again! That fool can never stop treating his projects with far more respect than his own feathery hide. Anyway, if you see Andre, secure the old fool and send him to the control tower. And use some ropes if you must. This is probably the only safe place left in the base.
We'll find him. Have faith in us. Endman, we'll be heading to the old factory to neutralize the anchor and rescue our fellow Endfielders. Our security division is fighting hard to keep the threat at bay. We must hurry. The stabilizing core of the anchor is its weakness. Take that out, and the entire construct will disintegrate. The core is very fragile and can be taken out easily. The real challenge lies in the clusters of angloi near the anchor. A cluster of smaller angloi. We must stop it.
Target locked for extermination! Seize the advantage!
Ready for a fall. This should blast you up!
Supervisor Perlica? And this must be our administrator. Good, you're finally here. We managed to barricade ourselves in this room after the anchor fall. The area nearby should be safe. Wade, you appear wounded. I'm afraid I don't have enough medical supplies to share. However, this is a bugflower garden and it should let us craft some emergency dressing for your injuries. Impressive, Endman and Supervisor Perlica. If only my apprentices could powder the bugflower as well. I'll stay here and care for the injured for now, and then join up with Director Chin when we could start moving again. I look forward to your good news.
More angloi are coming. Finish these off quickly and force our way through.
Seize the advantage!
Combo attack. This should blast you up! Get crushed!
This is the anchor, but its core is not here. No. All active anchors would give off that light. This anchor must have plunged itself deep underground. That's where its core should be. I've seen the hub base building plans. This old factory should have an underground floor that we could reach. If this basement area is stable, we should be able to use it to reach and destroy the anchor core. Let's go, Endman. This should be the way. I'm seeing a lot more angloi. Don't stray too far from me, Administrator. Our security division is fighting hard to keep the threat at bay. We must hurry. Landbreakers? What are they doing here?
Buggers.
Strike command! Seize the advantage!
This should class you up!
The ankle fell right into this place. Huh? What's that noise?
Look there, Endman. We must act now.
I'm ending this nonsense.
Target locked for extermination! Seize the advantage!
This should class you up. Get crushed! Let's go! Take them down!
Seize the advantage!
This should class you up.
Special Operator Chen. Am I the first to arrive or what?
Nicely done, Endman. And thank goodness you arrived on time, Chen.
What do you think of that move? Not bad, right? I'll show you an even deadlier killer move next time. Administrator, I'm Chen-Yu, or Chen for short. If you got a problem you need trimming, my blade is yours to command. Perlica also told me about you. Every time she mentions the Endman, she would go, "Oh, Perlica, you alright? Why is your..."
We should check on Mr. Andre. Feeling better, Mr. Andre? Remember me?
Supervisor Baraka! You're finally here! Oh, this is wonderful news! Don't worry, I didn't hit my head. My mental faculties are A-OK. Wait, who might this be?
This is our administrator. You probably met each other before.
What? Who? You're right. The Endman's here. Why didn't I recognize my dear old friend? Oh dear. Maybe I really did get knocked on the head. Of course I do. We go way, way back.
Andre is our resident Endfield technical expert of this site. He is also the chief engineer of the Automated Industry Complex. That's AIC for short. Mr. Andre, you're protecting a very important project, right?
When I saw the anchor crashing into the old factory, I quickly rushed over here to check if the prototype is all right. Look, here it is.
Is this the contraption you were protecting? It looks really expensive. You must have spent quite a bit of time on it.
It would be unfair to say that this is my work. A friend of mine left this prototype to me. I'm very grateful that you came here and saved it. Now that the anchor has been taken out, there shouldn't be any more Angeloi in the base. But we got a lot of cleanup work to do on the surface.
Leave it to us. By the way, Director Chin requests your immediate return to the control tower.
Oh, so what was she like when she asked about me? Was she angry? Oh, dear. I'm finished.
We should leave this place already. Just go meet her and you'll know what she's like, right?
Oh. This little contraption might have sustained internal structural damage. I need a moment to check it. You can head back first. I won't be long. Chin will understand.
Chen will keep Mr. Andre safe. Let's return to the control tower. Those landbreakers. Were they taking advantage of the Anchorfall disaster to loot our base? But why would a landbreaker clan be so close when the Anchorfall happened? It's just too much of a coincidence. This might be more complicated than we'd like.
Something major just happened. Director Chin! Director Chin is at the base entrance. Meet her there.
That something major doesn't sound good. Let's go, Endman. What's going on, Director? Landbreakers. So many of them. How did they get so close to the base?
Got no time to explain. We're facing a major landbreaker raid. Security Division gathered some intel on this LB mob. I'll sync them with you. The Anchorfall struck us hard. Many are injured. Power is also low. Our facilities and defenses are also down. Members of the Bone Crusher clan attacked us. We don't know why they're here. This is too much to be a coincidence. That's the SIP rep, Emmin and Supervisor Perlica. We are outnumbered. The substation outside the base is down, but I couldn't contact anyone to repair it.
There's still a way. If we can deploy the PAC, we can restore base operations.
Use the PAC to restore power to the substation?
Yes. Electricity from the PAC will tide the base over. We'll deploy the PAC at the reserved site and transmit its power to the substation.
But there are so many LBs along the way. If only we could...
Of course we could. LBs? Pfft. You got a team of pros, Director Chin. Enman, you saw what I did, right? I know tons about fighting these scummy LBs.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for what happened back then. Didn't mean to cause trouble, you know? But yes, I think I can help you out with the PAC. Supervisor Perlica is making the right call. The site reserved for the PAC might be a little far from base, but clever use of the relay towers will get it back on the electrical grid.
But should we come up with a more foolproof plan? There are just so many LBs.
Have faith in us, Director Chen. I'm not just the supervisor of Endfield Industries.
Me three! Well met, Administrator. Pleasure to be part of your team. Chen Yu, Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now. Hurry up and take me to the mission site, Administrator. Alrighty. Now let's go and teach those pipe faces what happens when you mess with
Administrator, I'd actually prefer it if you can just stay and rest here. Fighting the... Much appreciated, So, we have a conclusion, Director Chin. The crisis team shall whittle down enemy forces. Mr. Andre, I'll contact you once the roads are clear.
No problem. I feel so...
Stop puffing up before I forget. The TP point is not part of the base's power system. If there's something more than you can handle, we're counting on you.
Let's go and activate the TP point. It'll help us move around faster.
I'm ready.
Try not to belittle the Lambreaker Raiders, Enman. They pose a...
Yes, that's how it's done.
Don't worry. We shall carry out this mission together. Feels like ascending
Serious
to a new
threat.
stage of...
Yes, that's how it's done.
You can always return to the base to rest. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but just be careful out there. I look forward to hearing good news from you.
Bone Crushers. I heard about these guys before. But these fanatics should be rare, even amongst the LB clans.
Fiona, we need our Landbreaker specialist for this operation.
Roger that. Calling our LB specialist right now.
Seize the advantage. The Raiders have taken a UWST crewmate prisoner. We must defeat them.
Strike them down! Execute strike command! Strike them down! Execute strike command!
It's over.
Thanks so much. You caught me in an embarrassing moment. I got
Rascals?
dangerous indeed.
Our base is safe for now.
Solve the issue.
I am totally for that.
Agreed. You bet I might be a maintenance mate for this. I would head back once I verified the
Everyone all right?
Turned
Hey, about that dude back there? I think I saw some red stuff on his wrench.
High-value supplies detected nearby. Should we salvage them?
Here's your chance.
ready for breaking out of that! Barrage!
Too easy. That wasn't even a decent warm-up.
Get crushed!
Let's head there for a closer look. I think we've hit the jackpot.
Joining the party? Oh, you're Enfielders.
Yes, we're Enfielders. You're wounded, and
Ha! I probably...
We're trying to create a safe...
Now's not the time. I messed up my job of watching... Ah, by the way, I kindly asked Pipeface here a few questions before he passed out. Blight... I could see a few things happening up north.
A landbreaker with a northern accent. There is a refugee camp north of here trying to work for the UWST. How did these northern raiders get through them?
Yeah! Take him down!
Mr. Andre, we did our best to minimize the local landbreaker threat. We now need your assistance at the PAC deployment site.
Roger that. I'll be there in a moment.
so you guys picked out the AIC factory worksite real early, right?
Well, we actually reserved multiple sites for deploying the PAC. We plan to discuss it with everyone, but due to our situation, this is the only option we have. It's a nice open plot with even ground and decent geological specs. It's just, well, a bit messier than we'd like it to be. I'm really sorry about what you're seeing. We actually assembled a cleanup team, but you know what happened? We probably have to clean up the mess ourselves.
Everything is good to go.
You seem super excited about this.
Of course I am.
Supervisor Perlica, we've received your protocol application and verified all access authority levels. You may issue the—
Wonderful. Begin verifying the coordinates. Administrator, don't get too close to the How am I feeling? We've spent years working on this project, and before we lay out grand plans for the distant future, let's tackle the issue at its core. The first step is to boost our productivity. Great. Multiple generations of Endfielders have worked on this grand endeavor, Administrator. You are about to witness the fruits of their labor. The PAC and the AIC factory growing around it.
That's wonderful! It's just like what I've envisaged. We can totally deploy the PAC further north and push into the frontiers. Sorry. I just got a little too excited. Our next task is to use relay towers and transmit power to the
I've already applied for relay tower deployment authorization from Dijon.
Wow, that sounds awesome. How does it work?
It might look like some advanced printing process, but it is actually an Originium-based teleportal tech. In any case...
Entering core AIC area.
Nicely done. Our next step is to start power transmission from the PA's. See? Over here! Enman! Plug in the cable here.
Both the PAC and relay tower seem to be in working order. Now, we just need to deploy more relay towers and transmit power to the substation.
Well, looks like my work here is done. Supervisor Perlica, can I go to the substation? Imagine laying down all these relay towers only to realize that
You make a good point. Go ahead. The substation is just ahead. We're almost there, Endman.
Connection interfaces look normal. I was worried about compatibility issues between our old and new equipment.
Whoa! It actually worked! By Talus, you Enfielders got some real neat toys. You restored power in your...
We will provide the UWST with a detailed technical report of this operation. Keep in mind that this is just an ad hoc solution for the emergency.
No problem. I must say I'm really impressed.
Woo-hoo-hoo. All the years of toiling on this stuff, we finally got something to show.
Very impressive, Big Owl.
Oh, why so polite today, Master?
I've always been like...
Whatever you say. Now, let's take a look at the PAC. Voltage fluctuations and current loads of the Originium circuits. Protocol signals. This is the first time that the AIC factory is deployed in the field. In any case, if you need my help, just swing by this place and talk to me.
The AIC is finally in the field. We came a long way to reach this very moment.
Oh, you should know how much time and effort Perlica spent on this entire project, Enman. Those old clogs from Originium Engineering really I don't know the details, but the AIC factory is like, you know, the easiest and bestest solution ever. Once we ship this AIC, we'll completely kiss goodbye to the never-ending power and supply short. Speaking of which, the AIC project actually has your name written on...
That's good enough for an intro.
Now that we have deployed the AIC, a few features of your proto-sync should be unlocked. You can now use the TP point to quickly teleport yourself back to the control tower. Make good use of our teleprotocol tech. It'll really help speed up your travels.